This is the JCC USB-C adapter for the DJI Osmo Action 4 camera, and it's also supposed to work with the Action 5 Pro camera. And this basically allows you to plug in a 3.5mm microphone jack in addition to having an extra USB-C charging port at the same time. So I was sent this to review for free. If you wanted to purchase it, it would cost you $23. They haven't paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. Alright, so inside of the box we have a foam pad, and this guy is snugly packed inside the foam pad. There's a bag. There is a set of instructions here. So to use this, we need to open and remove the cover of the door here. And the instructions actually say battery compartment cover, but that is incorrect. The battery compartment cover is this large one on this side here, and that's not the one we need to remove. We need to remove this little cover here, which is the USB-C port cover. And they say carefully remove this, and they don't give you instructions on how to do this. Alright, so if you've never done this before, it can be a little harrowing to pull this door off, but it does come off. You see these two little red squares. Between them there's a pin that goes across. The pin stays in the camera, and this door will snap off that pin, so you basically pull it straight out like that. And it has a little groove in there, and that groove snaps back onto this hinge pin when you want to put it back. Well, not that way. This way it snaps back in. And the only thing you have to watch out for is this thing can slide, and you don't want to snap it in when it's slid. You have to have it out like that. So when you put it back in, just put your thumb on it like this, and then you can snap that back in place. But with that removed, this guy can now plug in there, and it has these two little grabby things that grab onto that hinge pin, and then this little clip that grabs on the bottom. So this guy pushes in relatively straight and snaps in place like that. Now when you take it off, do not pull it straight out like you did the door. Instead, you need to push it down slightly while pulling out. So you basically twist down and then pull out. So you go like this, it pops off the hinge pin, and then you can pull it all the way out. Okay, so let's put this guy on, and we are going to try the microphone port. You'll notice also there's a USB-C port, so you can have a charging cable and a microphone going in at the same time. Now, I personally have found that the microphone built into here is pretty good. So I think this would be more for like a shotgun microphone, directional microphone, as opposed to just adding a microphone. Alright, so when this guy is installed and hooked up to an audio source, the DJI, at least my Action 5 here, gives me a green bar at the top, and that bar is correlated to the noise coming in. So you can kind of check your levels with that. So I'm using a wireless lapel transmitter, and then I have up here the receiver hooked into a aftermarket frame that gives me a cold shoe attachment point. Alright, I'm about 25 feet away. We're using the wireless microphone system here just to demonstrate the input of audio via the wireless mic through the USB connection point. Alright, I'm about 25 feet away. We're using the wireless microphone system here just to demonstrate the input of audio via the wireless mic through the USB connection point. Alright, I'm about 25 feet away. We're using the built-in microphone on the DJI Action camera. So I'm going to keep talking as I approach the camera, just to give you a feel for, how the microphone works as you get closer. I've been pretty happy with this little guy. It lets you add in an external microphone to your Action camera. Now, the one thing I don't particularly like is that the levels of this microphone appear to be lower than that of the internal microphone. And so I tried it with a little external mini kind of shotgun mic, and I tried it with a wireless receiver transmitter. And in both cases, the levels were quite low. The shotgun mic was very low. The wireless transmitter receiver, which apparently has an amplifier built in the receiver, was reasonable, but it was still lower than the built-in microphone. So do expect you're probably going to have to adjust your audio levels with any footage taken with an external microphone with this guy. So the audio is perfectly understandable, perfectly clear. It's just lower, and it needs to be boosted up in line with the rest of your audio. So I've left the videos in this review unprocessed, so you'll get a feel for that.